Hello all, this is a demonstration of a stepper driver for an equatorial platform. Okay, so what we have here is the controller. Okay, we have power input to the controller. We have output to the stepper motor. We have a display. This is not part of the standard offering. It is just showing for prototype purposes. And we have a small 7.5 degree per step stepper motor running over here. Okay, so what we have is we have a fast button up here. I don't know if you'll notice the display change. What we have on the display is the current divisor, and so the current output step rate is equal to 375,000 divided by the current divisor. So we can go fast, okay, we can go slow, and then we can change the default step rate with a knob up here. Okay, it's a rotary encoder, infinite revolution. It's scaled for, depending on the current divisor, to match up with the output step rate sector size. It changes the multiplier inside. So the larger the sector, the smaller the divisor, gives you finer granularity. And so what we have here is, you'll notice I can change the current output step rate. Okay, so I'm making it go slower now. Okay, making it go faster. Okay, I can reset. We have a reset button over here. If you'll notice, the LED is on. If I press the reset button, it's going to start to flash. Okay, after 4 seconds, it's going to reset the value to the defaults. After 8 seconds, it's going to reset the default value to the last value you had set, and after 16 seconds, it's going to set it back to factory defaults. Okay, if you notice, the LED flashes at different rates as we move along. So I'm going to update this. After 8 seconds, 4 seconds, okay, there's the last default. Okay, now the default is now forced to that. Okay, so if I change this, okay, and press and hold down for 4 seconds, it's going to come back to the last default we set. And then hold it for 8 seconds, it's going to come back to the last set value, and then 16 seconds is going to take you all the way back to factory defaults. And that's what we have there. We've got an on-off switch here. It doesn't actually turn the unit on and off. What it does do is de-energize the coils. If you notice, the stepper is going to stop moving when I slide this. Okay, and the LED starts flashing. Okay, it's a 2 second. It's 2 pulses at 1 second, 2 pulses at a half a second. Okay, that indicates that the output drive is turned off. We'll turn the output drive back on again. Now another thing too is that for various sector sizes, you have to really swing this a lot. So if you notice, if I move this one, there's a detent. There's 20 some detents in here. If I move it 1 detent, it moves by about 8. Okay, so there's 4 steps. There's 4 counts per detent, and at this divisor rate, there's a 2x multiplier applied to it. So now I can also change that if I press the fast button. Now this is for gross changes. Okay, if you'll notice, things are going to change 1 detent by about it changes quite dramatically. So you don't have to sit there and spin your dial to home in on your desired step rate for your sector size. Okay, and then we can save it as a default. Hold it for 8 seconds. So that's now our default rate. So anytime we turn the unit on or off, okay, we'll unplug main power. We'll come back up, and it defaults back to the last step rate that was chosen. I hope you can see this. That's pretty much what we have here. there is, as I mentioned, there's the slow rate. You'll notice the stepper moving. Now if I press the slow rate followed by the fast rate, it reverses the direction at a high speed. So it'll give you about 10x sidereal going backwards. Now if I press the forward fast rate followed by the slow rate, it'll give you about 10x sidereal in the positive direction. So we have that. That's pretty much it for right now. Thanks everybody.